Okay. Thank you very much for connecting to this class because I think it was a great idea. Somebody from our participants had that it is great thing to have this 15 minutes of practical application that we have after classes with Geshe Michael. But wouldn't it be cool to have some more time to create these live tools? And also, I noticed that people who do not speak English have almost zero chance to produce anything during classes. And I'm constantly saying, like, please read everything that is on the screen. Please don't speak fast, etc. But translation has some privileges. There are some privileges because of translation and benefits, and there are some negative sides. Like you cannot really back translate into English if you want to. I mean, you can, but it takes time, and there are too many participants. Like over 600 usually are connected to online classes. So this is for us the opportunity to listen to some classes that we choose with our Xuanzang Tower Europe America team, and we will demonstrate some interesting piece, and then what we will do, you will go to, we will create rooms, breakout rooms by language. There will be probably we will do multiple ones because of course like now we have how many, 39 people, right? We cannot make like 2-3 groups. Probably there will be more, and then you can discuss what you heard in your local language, Russian, Ukrainian, or whatever we will translate into, and then you will share your ideas in the group. What you think practically you can take out from this piece that you have listened to. And we are taking care of capturing only practical classes. We will not be listening to the whole class. We have pre-selected for you some interesting pieces that are really practical. And we have decided, like, this is actually the first class is like almost a tryout. We are testing now how it works. So I apologize in advance if something will not work for the first time. And we will learn how to make these classes better. But the idea is that you listen, you get to your small groups, or we called it Conquer the Xuanzang Tower, because we think it will be fun if we will go like floor by floor of this tower, right? And we were thinking that it would be fun to start with the first floor is financial freedom, because it looks like everybody has this issue. So why don't we use these classes not only to go deeper inside this wisdom, but also to create, frankly, freedom to do what we want, to study these teachings, right? You will need some money. My husband did a 3-year retreat, and he says that even when your spending is almost down to zero, in his retreat cabin, he was living for 1,000 days. The average spending for one retreatant was $600 a month. So we need time and money, and this is how we can figure how we can plant it. And if you have some other issues right now in your life, and you have something that is really painful, then I suggest you to work on what it is really painful right now for you. And one more thing before we will start, Geshe Michael, when he gathered us to announce this idea about the Xuanzang Tower project, he had a very funny idea to do more. And more is Tibetan, how you call it, like prediction, you know, like they predict something to you, you know, like, oh, better do this or better do that, or like avoid, I don't know, meeting with enemies or something like that, you know, very funny. So, and Geshe Michael's idea was to do sometimes in the breaks more with the books, right? When you open a random page. And I think you can consider this small pieces from the classes that we have preselected like your personal more. Like you will hear something that is important for you today. You will have an answer to your question or to your problem today. Okay. So now that I will turn the class on. Oops, I forgot where it was. Okay, I see. I have to reopen it. And meanwhile, I will ask you to put next to your name. You can do it in the beginning, probably better. First two letters of the language you want to talk in your small group. It can be, we are translating right now into Russian and Ukrainian. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, we couldn't get enough German-speaking translators as of today, so we cannot provide these classes in German yet, but we will be working on this. And maybe some of the languages with the time. But please put, rename yourself and put, okay, I can see Larissa did it. Look how other people are doing it and put either UK if you want to get into Ukrainian group, or RU if you want to get into Russian speaking group, okay? And it will take you a while. People without a group, that will be your fault. Then you will be randomly put in a group. How to change your name? Find that's a good question. Let me see if I can change my name, and I can tell you. By the way, Alevtina, you can help. Yeah, okay. 3 dots and rename. You should press on 3 dots and click rename. By the way, I cannot find how I can rename myself. But usually it works what I told you. Also, you can find, oh, now I found. You can find it in participants list. If you will highlight your line with your name, then you have one button mute and another one more. You click more, and then you have rename. Okay, it will take you a while. We will start listening to the class. you have plenty of suggestions in the chat how you can rename yourself. Yeah, I suggest you to do via participants. Okay. Give me a second. I will share my screen. Oh, that's not the right one.
Да, Марик также.
Sorry, I lost the link to to the English class. Alevtina, do you happen to have the table with English classes, English language classes? It's okay, I found. So I started to record Zoom on YouTube and I lost the page. Okay.
This first picture.
Okay, ready? Oh, strange. Sorry, I'm figuring it out how to, because it doesn't work when I press it. Okay, I will do it this way.
Still have it. And so this first picture is what again? The blind man. Yeah, it's a blind. Represents misunderstanding. Yeah, misunderstanding your work. For example, someone criticizes you and you don't understand that they are coming.
Can you hear the sound? Yeah, okay, continue. So it's about first link, right? Now, let's listen. That's very strange. I cannot press again. We have some very normal obstacles. Sorry. Share. No. I wanted to show on the big screen, but on the big screen, the big screen, I cannot stop and start again. Okay, let's try again. Having some troubles.
I brought it home.
Okay, trying again.
Still have it. And
Can you hear the sound? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's actually exactly the beginning of the short short episode.
so this first picture is what's again?
The
This-
blind man.
Yeah, it's a blind man. It represents
Misunderstanding.
misunderstanding the word. Okay. For example, someone criticizes you and you don't understand that they are coming from seeds that you planted by criticizing someone else before. Then you respond to them with anger, or you respond to them, you defend yourself. But actually, you created them. So that kind of attitude is blindness, and it's represented by a blind person. We finished that section of this book. This unusual, amazing book is split into 12 parts. We're going to follow the wheel around the circle. And that first link, which is called misunderstanding, is the second longest explanation of the 12. Okay. You would usually, in most explanations of the wheel, they'll spend 50% of the book on the first link. Okay. In most explanations of the wheel, and there have been hundreds recorded by John Brady's project and saved by John Brady's project, they'll spend half the time on the first link, because that's the one. If you break the first link, you break the wheel. You get out of the wheel. So we spent, but it's interesting, in Xuanzang's very deep presentation of the wheel, it's not the longest subject. It's not the one. Then we went to the second link, which is, what's the picture, Xuanzang?
The making of the potter.
Yeah, it's a potter making
The karma. What's
karma when you yell back at the person who criticized you, because you don't understand that the criticism is coming from you. You respond negatively and you create karma. So this is called samskara, or the creation of karma. And it's represented by somebody making pots. Okay, the potter is making pots. We're about to transition out of that topic. Xuanzang's been working for a couple of years on this book. And I think in this class, we're going to transition out of that topic to, here's the third link, which is a monkey entering
A new
a
life.
new life. Okay, this is consciousness. The link is called consciousness, and it is the mind entering the next life. Okay, it's the monkey. Then you get a body and mind in the next life, which is represented by two guys in a boat.
In the boat.
And one is body and one is mind. And they're traveling into the new life. But first, the monkey has to enter the womb of the mother. Okay. First,
Okay, that was the first interesting part that we have preselected. And now the second one. You can make notes if you heard something that you can use for your own life. Okay. And when you will discuss it in the group, you should appoint in your small group a group leader who will take notes and decide how you will present a tool. If you will find any cool tool today, we have an idea to make like a collection of the live tools, and we can send them to Geshe Michael if there will be something really interesting. So, okay. So that was about first links. It was the first episode, and now the second one. I hope you will like it. Let's listen.
of the misunderstanding.
Yeah, and it's triggered by that. The word trigger is extremely important in his book. Why?
Each link
you've
triggered
got
the
a
next
chain
link.
reaction. You've got a chain reaction of 12 links. And you're constantly going to see the word trigger. Dump, bump. This happens. Dump, dump, da, 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 you know, and then you get pain in your life. Okay. You misunderstand the person who's criticizing you. And then da, 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 and you end up having to take rebirth. Okay. All right. But he says, I'm not just interested in the
Condition.
negative thoughts. I'm also interested in the sempa, which is linked to those negative thoughts. What's
The
that?
thoughts, the mind.
Huh?
The mind, the
It's not
thoughts.
sem. It's sempa.
Mental state.
Yeah, no. Lele, Jacob, that's okay.
Of
They need
movement of the
sempa.
mind.
Your book,
Movement.
fourth chapter. Yeah, it means movement of the mind. So sem, chitta, means mind, like bodhicitta means bodhisattva mind, right? But chaita, which means derived from chitta, okay? In Sanskrit, when you want to say derived from, you change the vowel from I to I. So chitta changes to chaita. And chaita means a mental derivative, okay? Some kind of mental derivative. Here, sempam is defined as any movement of the mind. Anytime, any shift within a human mind is the definition of $100.
Wow.
Yeah, $100. Okay, cancel the bit. Yeah, the definition of karma is sempa. Okay, it's the movement. Anytime your mind it shifts, that's raw karma, and then there's two derivative karmas. Yeah, what you do and what you say. Okay, but the pure karma is anytime your mind moves. Okay, so here he's saying he's interested in all negative states of mind are triggered by misunderstanding. But by the way, anytime you misunderstand, your mind moves, and therefore it becomes karma. Okay, so then that's a beautiful description of the relationship between the first two links of the wheel. Okay, anytime you misunderstand something, your mind hasn't necessarily moved, and then immediately you commit a karma. Okay, just thinking to yell back at the person who criticized you is karma. Okay, raw karma. Okay, then there's somebody good. Why don't you read one more and then you can pick on other people. It's boring to hear him name Kathleen. It's perfect.
Sunam kin du chen nam ki yen yang yen pe si pa dang long chip pa te pa nyum pa drup pa dang jesu tum pa kun ne njung wana yang te dak dang len chik njung we marik pani chi ken yin no.
Good. Now it's interesting. He skips from karma as created by a movement of the mind. He immediately skips to sunam. What's that? Good karma. Good karma. Sunam kituchin yen yang yen te. He says, but it also creates good karma. What?
Misunderstanding?
Yeah, misunderstanding triggers good karma. And then you have to discuss the difference between dirty good karma and clean good karma. What's dirty good karma? Roughly? Yeah, it will run out. Dirty good karma means it was an act of kindness, but it was ignorant. Okay, it was an act of kindness, but it was not well considered. So just as a reflex, or because the person is your child, you are kind to them, okay? But there's no understanding that they are coming from you, okay? If you do good without understanding actively that the thing is coming from you, that karma is what we call dirty good karma, and it will wear out, okay? It's dirty because it will wear out, and then you'll be back to zero. Sanampi duche here means sanskara,
Sanskara.
karmas, okay, raw karmas. Duche nanki, ken yang yente, sipadang longche tade bangumar tupa. It creates the world and everything in it that you use. Okay, longchepa means the things in the world that you use. Tade bangumar tupa. And Jesutum, it creates the things in your life. Hunne Juma, it spits out everything. Kunjung.
Kunjung, the source.
Yeah, that's the second of the Arya truth. The four Arya truth. There's suffering and there's a
Source
source of suffering. It's called Kunjung.
Kunjung.
They not Chui Marikbani, misunderstanding the people and things around you in general is a chigen.
It's a condition, general condition.
Yeah, general condition of everything. Good, bad and good. That's what he's trying to say. Bad and good. Temporary good. Fleeting good, you know.
Okay, that was mainly two, maybe a little bit more, probably more than two ideas, but in these two pieces. I will remind you briefly what you heard. First, there was my husband is going to fly today, and he wants to kiss me and leave. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so the first piece was about first link, a person symbolizing incorrect understanding, misunderstanding. And Geshe Michael said that when somebody criticizes you and you do not understand what's going on, that he is coming from your seats and you answer with your anger, defending yourself. This is incorrect understanding, right? And then if you break the first link, then you will destroy the wheel of life. And he was talking about the second link of the wheel of life, potter making new pots, fresh karma or raw karma that you create by criticizing another person by responding on his criticism, because you do not understand where this criticism comes from. And then we switched to another piece, and it was about triggers, right? And chain reaction, like one link triggers another link, and then at the end you suffer because you do not you misunderstand the person who criticizes you. You create karma. Even was very interesting. He said that the misunderstanding itself already creates karma, right? Because it's a movement. Karma is a movement of your mind. Just by misunderstanding, already we how to say, we plan our future negative states of mind, right? And the last piece, just to remind, was about dirty good karma. And I will let you remember what are the conditions for the dirty good karma. Okay, now, Aliptina, can you help me, or I should do it myself? We need to break people in the small groups, like by language. By the way, if you joined us later, please rename yourself and put in the beginning of your, before your name, in front of your name, please put 2 letters of the language you want to talk in. It can be Russian, Ukrainian, or English. Unfortunately, we do not provide today German translation, but we plan in the future. So please rename yourself in order to help Alevtina to put you in a correct breakout room. Some of you, we can guess the language you speak because we know you. Some of you, maybe I don't know every single person here. So groups, let's do five persons in a group. 5 by 5. 4 or 5, something like that. Because to facilitate, to help to communicate, but not to make it too big, you know. Okay. And please take notes if you will have an idea. Think about how the class that we have listened to can help your financial freedom. What instrument you can make out of it. And I will also join to one of the groups, probably English speaking. I can see only one person who wants to join to an English speaking group so far. Overall, we have 47 people today. So it's like, how many? About 9 groups, something like that. 9 groups. And you can manually assign because otherwise you cannot help with the language. Yeah, please put, there are still people who did not rename themselves. If you missed it, please put either UK if you want to join Ukrainian speaking group, or RU if you want to join the Russian speaking group, or EN if you want to join an English speaking group. And you will get an opportunity to discuss your life tools related to financial freedom. To rename yourself, you can go to participants and then find your line with your name in the list. Then click more, and then you will see rename. Okay, Alia, can you make it in the process? Okay, great. Okay, we're sending you, and see each other in 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes to create a live tool. I think it's enough for 5 or something people. Yeah, let's send them. Please accept the invitation to a breakout room. Аля, что не получилось создать еще английскую группу? Оля, я вижу здесь, и Айнур.
Тебе слышно меня?
Да. Ну,
Никто не
я тоже
говорит.
знаю,
Я
Оля
не
и
могу
Айнур.
добавить почему-то зал
Оля и
больше.
Айнур говорят по-русски. Я точно знаю. Можешь их
Ага, хорошо.
предложить.
Так, он мне вообще пишет, все сессионные залы будут закрыты через 39 секунд. Он автоматически, видно, создал. Эх,
Привет. У меня 2 человека, но они не могут говорить.
Go back to your rooms. I think you can do it. Sorry, we have some technical issues because this is the first time we are doing it, and also because usually when you do something important, it is difficult to do it with no issues. We promise we will get better in production of our classes. Alia, I think you put 5 minutes. This is why. I don't know. You want to get everybody back and send again, or? You are not in the group of wisdom. you can do tonglen to yourself to clean your seeds. Yeah, we will get better at this. We apologize because it's for the first time we are doing, and перекладача. Первый блин комом. Окей. Я буду говорить по-русски, потому что я думаю, что по-русски понимают все, а некоторые люди, которые говорят по-русски, не понимают по-украински. Если вы застряли тут с нами, 17 человек, давайте попробуем подумать здесь об инструментах, которые можно создать. Можете написать в чате, если у вас есть какая-то идея, или включить микрофон. О, к нам сейчас вернутся все опять. Хорошо, что у нас супер лояльная аудитория. Если бы это был какой-то вебинар на холодную аудиторию, нас бы не только тапками закидали,
Затроллили.
затроллили бы, да, навсегда. Ладно. Делаем тонглены, да. Спасибо, Олечка. Окей, ладно. У нас есть еще одна попытка, Аля. Только ты можешь на этот раз на 10 минут, а не на 5 отправить.
Да, но он установил автоматически, у меня не было выбора вообще, и я как бы думаю, ну ладно, сама закрою просто, когда, ну, придет время. А оказалось, нет, он автоматически.
Хорошо.
Вот.
Слушай, ладно, никого не отсылаю уже. Сделаем по-другому. Окей. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we have bad seeds ripening today, so we had some technical issues. By default, the breakout rooms were created only for 5 minutes for some reason. Okay. Please raise your hand if you feel that you want to go back to your room and continue discussion, or you want to discuss in a big group. Oh, somebody even made it. Okay, I can see there is one hand raised. Okay, one probably will not react to it. I suggest to people who made it discuss. I suggest to people who found a lifetool to write it in the chat, and I will read it. And meanwhile, while you will be writing, let's discuss all together what we can make out of it. When I was listening, please write down your ideas, okay? Because I cannot give you the microphone, because then it will not be in English, and we still want to keep it like the main language English, and then other languages, because then we can help in future bigger audience, right? So I can tell you what I was thinking, because one of my main focuses now is to plant financial freedom. And I was thinking that every time I have this misunderstanding related to the link number 1, I was thinking that I should be really careful with my thoughts, because even I do not do anything, but I was just thinking that another person is who's criticizing me, that I want to criticize him back. It creates already obstacles to my good seeds, right? And even when and it is not even enough, because even when I do something good and I do not think actively, Geshe Michael said, actively thinking about the source of this world, where does it come from, and about emptiness, I create my future suffering. So what you can make out of it, okay, I have first life tools. You are my chance. By understanding where it comes from, it is easier to preserve, to preserve and create my financial freedom. Oh, that's a great idea. So any person is my chance, right? You are my chance. You criticizing me, you is my chance, right? Because if I will work with you, if I will make you, there is a funny expression, strategical partnership, is when enemies, they create an alliance because they have they can make some profit out of it. And so you are my strategical partner, I will be exercising my correct worldview, and I will get to my financial freedom. And by the way, today is a Thanksgiving Day in the United States, and and it's a very interesting tradition, because I think one of the reasons why United States are so successful financially is because they have this habit to be grateful. Like, people will gather at the table today, every single family, including myself. And we will take some time to think about all the people we are grateful to, about every single opportunity we can be grateful for. So next life tool from Natalia Vaneeva. The first one was from Tatiana Perfilyeva. The second one is from Natalia Vaneeva. When we spend money, we do not actually spend. When we pay in a grocery store, we do not spend money, and we turn on our understanding where the world comes from, and we make a giving to a powerful karmic object. And this is how we create powerful financial freedom seeds. Very cool life tool. So something like what we can make out of it, like some picture, like grocery store, right? And a seller in a grocery store is a person who brings you your financial freedom, right? An angel selling you something, and you give your money to the angel or something like that. Alena with Ksenia, this is what is their idea. Everybody needs to understand why they need money and find a very high goal. If we will, if our goal will be the same as Ananta Pentada, to help to spread teachings, money will come as a side effect. So I don't know. We need to ask Amazon if they have some high spiritual goals, why they make so much money. Like something like Amazon delivery of these teachings or something like that, right? We want to deliver these teachings to everybody, and this is how we will make our money. Vera, understand that here and now we meet fruits from our past. Okay, past seeds ripening, right? And by understanding here and now that these are our old seeds, right? We consciously plant our future. Okay. Like future design or something, we can create a life tool. It's like understanding here and now is our future design. The design of our future. Dmitry Vadimov, to respond to criticism, why it is so expensive. For example, we can hold off and count up to 10 in your mind with the motivation to of prosperity for all living beings. Oh, that's a very practical tool, right? Very nice one. By the way, I didn't tell you because I was so excited in the beginning. There are some rules that Geshe Michael imposes for the life tools. I will share these rules with you next time, because you have to have something why you need to go back, right? So next class, next Thursday, you will hear about Geshe Michael's requirements for a life tool, and they're very cool. Okay, Evgeny Popov, we found 3 ideas. First, our reaction is a habit. If it's a habit, we can constantly be generous. That leads us to financial freedom. Our reaction is a habit. I'm not sure I understand this one. I mean, I understand habit leading to habit being generous, leading to financial freedom, but I'm not sure I understand the connection, logical connection between reaction and habit leading to generosity. 4 powers, we can purify the seeds that we planted earlier, that leads us to our financial non-freedom. Okay, that's great. I'm thinking about the picture that would describe it. Wonder what it could be. We cannot, in the same moment, remember about emptiness. But if we want financial freedom, it will be an additional motivation to financial freedom. Think where everything comes from, and including financial freedom. Interesting. Yeah, and if you remember, right, when you do something with good motivation and you remember where things are coming from, then you plant which karma? Pure white, right? Not dirty white karma. Dirty white karma, you will end up suffering. Pure white karma is basically you will not suffer from this. Unfortunately, in our realm, you cannot plant these seeds. Universal, how you call it? Universal riot or something like that. Conspiracy. Every seller of the supermarket is a special person in our life to plant seeds of generosity. Find a situation about money that triggers us and leads to negative emotions, and in the morning in meditation to create a situation to react consciously. This is how we get our mind ready to conscious decisions of the situation in real life. Okay, I read, oh boy, you are creative. Okay, any criticism is a chance to change your understanding and create yourself. Meditation in the morning can help to preview reactions that can bring us to anger, and we start to understand correctly from the beginning of the day. Every day we live through a negative situation. To understand yourself deeper and purify anger, open heart and be generous in the moments of criticism. Oh, thank you. Inna Shevtsova wrote in English, when we catch ourselves thinking of financial comparison with others, jealousy, thinking that someone owes us, we start thinking about emptiness. You can buy something special, some special things, and every time you see it, you remember emptiness. Very cool. When I give an apple to a colleague, I imagine her Buddha. An apple, I imagine being a suitcase of money, and I'm a bodhisattva who shares with the whole world. And then my giving is increased. We were discussing an idea of blindness at the first link. We are already blind because countless times we were creating this ignorance. And if the first link happened, all the other links are triggered. Then our practice, as Dmitry said, would be to slow down between first and second link and watch your mind and ignorance. Then we can come to the first moment of the first link and see emptiness of a criticizing person. Wow, that was very cool. Alia, could you please save the text file of the comments in the chat? Maybe we will create some cool live tools. Okay, that was it. Please coffee meditate on the fact that not only you are very smart to come to this class, but also you were actively trying to put in practice this precious knowledge that you hear from, frankly, enlightened masters. Even to listen to these teachings, doesn't matter which language, even translated, it makes something to our mind. So come back next week. We want it to be a soap opera for you. We want to make you dependent on these classes on Thursday, when you can listen to something cool and get involved and create these cool life tools. And next time I will tell you what Geshe Michael thinks when he says life tool. Okay, thank you. See you. Bye.